Hi, I'm Gabi, and on this video I'm gonna show you what is the best electric shortboard in the market today. Hey guys, Gabi here from Ray Studios, and on this video I'm going to be comparing some of the best electric shortboards in the market today. So I'm shooting this video in Christmas Eve, so this will somehow determine what electric shortboard you should buy in 2022. In case you wonder, yeah, I contact all the electric skateboard companies. I'm in contact with them for a long time. I review most of the electric skateboards made in China since I live here in China. Most of them, they were very excited about the video. They all sent me a copy of their best mini or electric shortboard. There was only one company that is well known that decided not to take part in this video. That's Backfire. And I don't think there is any other big company that I'm missing out. If I am, let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, the way I'm doing this, I have a list here of categories in which basically I'm gonna give different points per category. So price, how easy it is for beginners, design, grip tape, tracks, quality, portability, customization, features, range, performance, riding experience, and customer support. Now, the amount of points that each category is gonna get, they're different. Like, for example, grip tape only get 3 points, and that's kind of generous. But riding performance, riding experience and performance, they're gonna get 8 points each because it's a lot more important than just grip tape. I think we can all agree with that. And I'm gonna try to be unbiased because I know personally the owners of all these companies. I think, I know them all personally. I think it's my Maxfind. All the other ones I actually know the owners, I'm friends with them. So, one of them will have to win this competition basically. We're gonna define which one is the best electric shortboard at the end of this video. So let's begin. First with price. So the price category, have it here on the list, is 5 points, meaning the cheaper the better. So I'm gonna check online, and that 5 points is gonna go to the Meepo. The Meepo Mini 2 is the cheapest board, and at least if you get the standard one, and that is only $429. Followed very, very closely by the Maxfind Max 2 Pro, $449, that get 4 points. Then a little bit more expensive is the Tynee Mini, is $519, that takes 3 points. Then the Wowgo Mini 2, $529, that gets 2 points. And the Exway Wave is the most expensive of the bunch, and at $699. I have the Riot version, means it's belt resistance, makes it a little bit more expensive. If you get the hub, I think it's a little bit more affordable. There isn't a huge difference. It is the most expensive out of the bunch. It only gets 1 point. The second category is beginner's mode. So what do I mean by beginner's mode? Is like, which skateboard will I recommend if someone have never ever ride an electric skateboard or a regular skateboard before? So it have to be easier to ride. Generally speaking, that's mostly by the different kind of ESC and how they customize the ESC, and that category will go easily to the Exway Wave. It have a beginner's mode, it have the smoother ESC, so it's gonna get 3 points. And all the other boards equally we're gonna get 2 points because it's not like they're bad, it's just that the Exway is a little bit better, but they're all pretty good for beginners. Now let's talk about design and grip tape. I'm gonna start with what I consider to be the best, and that is the Maxfind Max 2 Pro. So they went out of their way to do something really unique. The grip tape is PVC, it's really easy to keep clean, easy to clean it in case it gets dirty, and it's the only shortboard that doesn't have a battery case or an ESC case. It have this clean, beautiful design. It have what they call diamond cuts with it's not carbon fiber, but it kind of looks like carbon fiber, and it really looks beautiful. It looks like a little surfboard. And even so, it doesn't have a proper kicktail. It actually has a kicktail. I can use it like if you have a kicktail. So I'm gonna give these 3 points. And actually what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna keep all the other boards 2 points, except for one. With the Meepo. Pass me the Meepo. It's the last one. I'm gonna jump directly to the Meepo. Here is the thing, when it comes to design, it's very subjective. Some people might like one or might like another one. I think they all deserve maybe, you know, 3 points maybe, but there is one thing about the Meepo that really annoys me, and the screws are over the grip tape, first thing. Second thing, the grip tape is extremely aggressive and I hurt the skin of my hands all the time. And just for these reasons, like, I mean, it's a beautiful board, and it's good quality, but I gotta say the design, it could have been better. So basically 3 points for the Maxfind Max 2 Pro, 2 points for all the other boards, 1 point for the Meepo. The next category is tracks. So the tracks will determine the way you're gonna turn, the maneuverability on the city, carving, and also the quality of the tracks, because sometimes tracks, they give up, they break. In this category, I'm gonna give 3 points for the Exway Wave, Wowgo Mini 2, and Tynee. All these three are excellent for carving. There seems to be very good quality. I would like to favor a little bit the Exway Wave with the 3 tracks, that they're excellent quality, very good for carving, they're good at everything. But to be honest, if I'm just riding, I don't notice a big difference when it comes to carving and maneuver the board in the city. All these three are excellent. The Meepo Mini 2 is pretty good. They feel very robust, maybe the most robust. They're very high quality, but I didn't feel as comfortable carving like I did with the other boards, so I'm gonna give it 2 points. The same goes for the Maxfind Max 2 Pro. The next category is quality, and this goes without any doubt to the Exway Wave. It really felt like it's on a different level. So they get 3 points. A little bit, you know, like not at that level, but you know, still very, very good. It's the Wowgo Mini 2 and the Meepo. Actually, the Meepo could also easily get 3 points maybe. It's pretty well built, but I just feel like there are some details here and there that it's just not as good as the Exway Wave. So I'm gonna give them 2 points. And I'm gonna have the Tynee and the Maxfind Max 2 Pro with only 1 point, because they don't feel as robust as the others, but there is nothing wrong with them. They all feel pretty okay. Portability, and that's a big one because they're shortboards. If you're buying a shortboard, it's because you want it to be portable. I'm gonna give this category a win for the Maxfind Max 2 Pro. I wanna see how many points is that. Okay, that's 8 points. I make it high on the list because they're electric shortboards, they need to be portable, right? So the Maxfind Max 2 Pro is not only lighter, I think it's one of the lightest one, but it's also have this PVC grip tape that when I grab it and carry it around, it doesn't harm my skin. It's a softer grip tape, and that deserves some credit, 8 points. Followed by the Exway Wave with 7 points. It's relatively soft grip tape, it's light. Then we got the Tynee Mini with 6 points. And then followed by, I'm taking a look here because I'm looking at it because I forget, I'm an old man. We have the Wowgo Mini 2. It's a little bit heavier than the other boards, but it's just by less than 1 kilogram. And then we have the Meepo Mini 2, both Wowgo Mini 2 and Meepo Mini 2 with just 5 points, because they're still very portable. It's just that it's not as portable as the others. Next category is customizations. How customizable are these boards? Some people like to, you know, DIY with the boards, change the wheels, change different parts. The one that I consider to be most customizable is the Exway Wave. You can add lights, you can change the color of the lights, you can turn on the light from the remote control. It's pretty cool. You can also change any wheels you like because it have a belt drive system and allow you to change any wheels you like. So when it comes to customization, let me see how many points there is. I have it on my list. That is only 3 points, so yeah, let's go to the Wave. I'm gonna give all the other boards, except one, 2 points, because you can customize the grip tape and in some cases the wheels. There is only one board that is kind of hard to do any kind of customization, not even the grip tape, and that is the Maxfind Max 2 Pro. You have a PVC grip tape, you have hub motors, not easy to change the wheels, because it doesn't have a case for the battery or anything. You cannot change batteries, but it's not like you can change the battery in the others too, but you know, there is nothing you can customize on the Max 2 Pro. So yeah, it gets only 1 point. Features, like special features that make the board special. And that category goes easily to the Exway Wave. You have lights, you can customize the lights. You have an app where you can get all the information about your board, even how much carbon dioxide have you saved the planet by riding an electric skateboard instead of a car. So yeah, features king is the Exway Wave. Also have motor detection, and that takes me to the Wowgo Mini 2 that also have motor detection, same as the Tynee, both get 4 points, same as the Meepo Mini 2 that doesn't have motor detection, but have a different technology, which is push to start. You just push it, board start, and it's actually faster than motor detection, but I prefer motor detection. You basically turn on the remote, and that's turn on the electric skateboard without having you need to go down and push the button on the board. So that leaves the Maxfind Max 2 Pro at last with only 3 points with basically no special features. Next category is going to be range, and for that I'm going to go back to the computer, take a look at the official range first, and I'll tell you what's my own experience with this. So first we got the Meepo that claims a range of 11 miles or 18 kilometers. Not even close. Now, I'm a pretty big dude. I'm like 230 pounds, 5'9". I'm big and heavy, so this board sort of like struggle with me, and I live in an area where I'm surrounded by mountains, so I'm constantly hill climbing. So they claim 18 kilometers or 11 miles, and I get somewhere around maybe 14 kilometers. Maxfind Max 2 Pro, they claim 20 kilometers or 12 miles. I get somewhere around 14 as well, same as the Meepo. Then we have the Tynee, and Tynee claims 12 miles or 19 kilometers, and I feel like that's the one that is the closest to what they claim. So I got somewhere around 16, 17 kilometers. It had very decent range. Then we have the Wowgo Mini 2 that claims a range of 25 kilometers, and yeah, not even close, but it does have good range, probably more than the other one. So I get somewhere around 17, maybe 18 kilometers. Then we have the Exway Wave that claims 18 kilometers. I get somewhere around maybe 14. So I'm gonna give this category to the Wowgo Mini with, let me see how many points I'm claiming for the range. So that is 5 points for the Wowgo Mini. In second place, I'm gonna get the Tynee with 4 points. Then I'm gonna get, I believe, all the rest with 3 points because they were very close. What everyone been waiting for is performance. In here, the faster the better. But it's not just the top speed on the electric skateboard, it's also the acceleration and the braking ability. I guess in here I have to give it to the Wowgo Mini 2 and Tynee, and I guess the Meepo. All these three perform the best and give them 8 points. A little bit not as fast as this one is the Exway Wave. I'm gonna give it maybe 6 points because it's not as fast, but it's still holding up there. And then followed by the Maxfind Max 2 Pro, I'm gonna give it maybe 4 points. The acceleration tends to decrease quite a lot when climbing, but other than that, it's actually pretty okay. It's not a slow electric skateboard. It actually performs quite well. It's just that compared to the other ones, not as good. Next category is what I consider to be the most important of all, and that is riding experience. So how comfortable are these boards when I ride in them? So this is very personal for me. I'm a big heavy dude, so I need a board that is powerful enough to carry me around, but I want the acceleration and braking to be very smooth. I want the wheels to be able to take some of the cracks on the road, and in this category is easily have more than one winner, and that is the Wowgo Mini 2, the Tynee Mini, and the Exway Wave. They all get 8 points. Then the Meepo Mini 2, which is actually not bad. Something surprising, if you haven't watched my review, is that the hub motors have a very thin layer of PU, but still it didn't feel bad at all. The deck is quite comfortable, but they do have a Link E ESC, which is pretty good, just not as good as the Hobby Win ESC. So I'm gonna give them 6 points, and the Maxfind Max 2 Pro that do have a Hobby Win ESC, so it's pretty smooth, but for some reason whenever I ride on some rough terrain, like the roads around my house are not very good, I really feel it on my feet, so it's not that comfortable and kind of ruin a little bit the experience. Now, if the roads where you live are smooth, you won't feel any difference, and it's actually very smooth and very nice. It's just when it gets into some bad roads that it feels bad. So I'm gonna give it 5 points. I personally live in China and I'm good friends with the owners of all these companies. So for me, customer support is quite a different experience from you that you might live on the States or in Europe. But I try to be, dig some information, and apparently it looks like Exway have really good customer support both in America and Europe. Meepo as well. Maxfind is trying to serve their customers, I think, from China. I'm not sure if they have representative in the States. Tynee is like a very new company, and I'm not sure how they're dealing with this, but if I have to give a win, that should be for the Exway and the Meepo. I give them 5 points. Because I'm not an expert on this field, I'm gonna give all the other boards 4 points. I think they take care of their customers, they've been around for quite a while, but I'm not an expert on this, so at least I'm gonna give them 4 points. And that's it, that's conclude my video. I don't know, I wasn't taking count of the points. I guess I'm gonna put it here on the screen. Here is the winner. All right, so for me personally, even so that's the winner, and I don't know which one is the winner. I'm probably gonna know after I edit this video, but the board that I like to ride the most are the Wowgo Mini 2, the Tynee Mini, and the Exway Wave. So all these three for me are winners. It's not like the other boards are bad. Lately I've been really liking riding the Tynee Mini for some reason. It's like it have a little bit more power than the Exway, but with the same kind of riding comfort of the Exway. The Wowgo Mini in some cases feels like it's a little bit more heavier, but it's also quite good, and it's also quite powerful and with good range. So yeah, these three are definitely my favorites, at least out of these electric shortboards. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you have, hey, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and don't forget there are links in the description down below for all these boards. Make sure to buy from my affiliate links so I can get richer while you get poorer. Okay, that's it guys, see you in the next video.